approach the end of the season. Goal positioning, playoff spots, all on the table, but only if you find a way to win. Welcome to the home of the Clemson Tigers, Death Valley in Clemson, South Carolina. As we'll see, the number 6 team in the country, the Virginia Tech Hokies, taking on one of the participants from last year's playoff, the Clemson Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. Clemson will kick off to get us underway. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. So the Virginia Tech Hokies offense will get the ball first. This place is roaring and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Wants to throw on first down. And the sack all the way back at the 5. And that Clemson defensive front getting their paws on dudes and making their presence felt.
And, Reese, that's how they built their dynasty. I mean, I know the offense was flash and sizzle and was really good, but, man, it's the Dexter Lawrence and the Christian Wilkins in the defensive front. Those big boys that could get after the quarterback, that played relentless, those guys really set the tone and set the foundation for Clemson big-time success.
It's getting loud in here, and they may raise the dues on it if they can stop it. Lofts one high and deep. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. And the Hokies line up to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. They'll make the fair catch at the 44, and they'll have terrific field position. So Clemson's offense has its first opportunity of the day. He'll pull it on the read. He's going to lose a yard on that one. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Using his legs, it's Davidson. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. On 3rd and short, the run and looking for the first down. And he needed just a single yard, and he did not get it. What a stout play by this defense. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. Will not get there. A 4th down stop. To the air on first down. He stopped at the 45 after picking up 10 yards and the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Just a short pass to the tight end. They'll get him stopped at the 34. He's got 10 yards on that one and a first down.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
Lining up from the 34 on first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Unloads to the wideout. And that pass incomplete. The defense got a hand on it. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. The give on the inside. Knocked down at the 29 after a pickup of 4. They probably feel good about their field goal chances from the 29, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and short. Quickly out to the tight end. Now on 4th down, they'll send out the field goal unit. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. And it slips just inside that right upright. And the first points of the day come on that field goal. So they are lining up to kick it off after that last drive. Put a 3 spot on the board, and now the defense will try to shut them down. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. Give to the running back. They're going to need to get something started, finding themselves in a 3-0 hole. Well, they picked up that last first down on the ground, now with a fresh set of downs. Wants to go up top on first down. Makes the grab over the middle.
You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one of the toughest games to date for both of these programs coming into this one. So there's a lot of eyeballs, David, on this game to find out who's mentally and emotionally the toughest.
Yeah, and we're going to point to this game as we get later in the year and big decisions are made. You've got a top 25 win. You beat them in the middle of the season, X, Y, and Z, so these are big for the resume. Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come over, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast.
Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked one time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
The Tigers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Leaves it with the back. Pulled down after a pickup of 4 to the 27. 3rd and long coming from the 27-yard line. You can make a field goal from here. Just don't take a negative play. Off the play fake. That's reeled in. It's Brown. He works his way to the 23 before he goes out of bounds. The emotions and energy figure to be high all day, guys, because of what's at stake this late in the season. Really a must-win for both teams.
These are the ones that get your blood.
Oh, it's blocked! And we're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. So they've put up some early points and now to build on this 3-0 lead. Some hard running there, but just too many defenders as he stopped for a loss. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to fire. Finds the tight end.
Offenses don't like being in these situations. They don't like having little success on 1st and 2nd down because now you know I got to pass the football. I got to air it out. It makes me really predict.
He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. It's picked off, and that's number 10.
Sometimes the quarterback puts that zip on it, you can hear it. Sometimes he uses the lob wedge where it takes a little time to get there. That time, he used the lob wedge, and the defender came in and made the interception. Big play for this defense.
And the offense takes the field, ready to go back to work. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. Got room at the 35. They finally get him on the ground, and this junior turning in a big play after the catch. Clemson is quick to the line.
Get the big-time receiver involved early in the game. That's a huge key for this offense, no matter who they're playing against. But you can see, with his size, with his ability after the catch, this guy is a weapon, and he's putting this defense on alert early.
The offense has it now at the 48-yard line, 1st and 10. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you can tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
He's finally shoved out of bounds at the 23-yard line, and a big pickup on that one. Looking to throw on 1st down. A safe call on the wide receiver screen.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times they'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Got him downfield. They make the stop at the 5-yard line, but they've got it first and goal. And the Tigers started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position. He's going for the goal line. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Tigers. I tell you, when this drive started, the defense thought they had them in a hole. Not anymore. What a performance.
And I really like the play calling by the offensive coordinator on that last drive. That was a nice mixture of running and throwing and getting different players involved. Really nice job, very poised in that play calling, and it showed up with the touchdown.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, we've got a final to let you know about, a game happening inside the ACC today. Duke had an impressive showing at home today, and I know the fans outside Krzyzewskiville are ready for hoops, but pay attention to what's happening on the gridiron too, people. We expected to see a shakeup in the ACC. It's bound to happen in this kind of game, but this type of win is a serious statement.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Going to swing it on second down. And the Heat gets there. And they get it down at the 14-yard line. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Got it in the middle, it's Wiggins. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. Gonna run it, it's Smuggles. They get him stopped at the 32, that's a gain of 4. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Back to pass. Snagged in the middle, it's Green. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains. The Hokies are rolling down the field. Looking downfield on first down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Sees the shoulders turn and goes right. Gets it past the marker. Really nice run there. Good, solid pickup, and they'll move the sticks with a first down. Quarterback on the keeper. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Got some work to do after that last play. 2nd and 13. Wants to go up top. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
That is an awesome play up front right there, crashing that play in the backfield. It's funny, you think back to Clemson. Remember when Trevor Lawrence won a national title his true freshman year? It wasn't necessarily about Trevor Lawrence. They won that title because of their defensive dominance, especially on the D-line. That may have been the best D-line we've ever seen in college football. And I tell you, sometimes this dude looks like he could start on that D-line. He's that talented.
We've reached the break. Clemson has the lead. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the second quarter. And the Hokies will punt this one away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And that one will bounce and roll out of bounds. Let's see exactly where they mark it. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
It was a nice job in play calling, too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
They'll snap it from the 25 here on first down. Wide open downfield. Speeding down the left side. Touchdown, Clemson. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
The quarterback's quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
He'll bring it out. It's Allen. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. There's a little more urgency attached to this drive. They've only been able to put up a field goal and start this one down 14-3. That may not look like a huge run, but they'll take it as it gets them up to the 24. He'll do it himself. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Beneath the shadow of Howard's Rock, Death Valley is rocking, trying to help the Tigers on third down. To the ground to try to pick up the first. Tackle behind the line of scrimmage, and what a big third down stop by this defense. Hunt is on its way. No fair catches here, looking for room. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. Looking for space, it's Davidson. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Right down the middle. Connection to the right. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. The magic bean is spinning out of control. Already over 200 yards in the first half.
Yeah, they're being aggressive offensively, throwing the football, trying to take advantage of this defense on the back end. They've got their quarterback right now in a groove.
Off play action on first down. Finds a man on the left. Brought down at the 28. A chunk play, 15 yards on that one, and a first down.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them, they're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Wants to keep it in the air. Throws to the wideout. Makes the grab. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. They'll run play action. Finds his big tight end. And the runner is down, and so is a flag. Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. Motion from the back. Looking to throw. Caught in the backfield, it's Davidson. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. It's now 2nd down after the short completion. Looking to fire. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete. 7th play of the drive coming up, and a long way to go on 3rd down. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Catch in the middle, it's Williams. He is not going to get there. Stopped short of the line to gain, and it'll be 4th down. And here comes the field goal unit for the 2nd time tonight. Just drives it between the uprights. And that will extend their lead even further.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. We're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. Quickly to the tight end. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. The Hokies will punt it away on fourth down. He's getting a lot of work. Fourth time he's punted tonight. He will signal for the fair catch and take it just inside the 35. Guys, this offense will go back on the attack. Wants to throw on first down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Brown. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Still some work to do after that last completion at second down. Gets the back moving. Wants to fire on second down. Grab near the marker. It's Williams. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Fires to the big fella.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
Pocket breaking down. Tight end finds a soft spot. And they explode on that one, and they've got it down to the 22. Clemson jumps to the line.
And I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them, because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Off the RPO, complete. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They'll go to the air. Into the end zone. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6. Can the defense stop him again on 2nd and goal? Back to pass. Wide out trying to get it in. Into the house. Touchdown, Tigers. They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here in this Week 11 performance. Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. The kick is up and good, and put one more on the lead. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Hey, guys, we've got a final in a game that just wrapped up here in the SEC. Penn State delivered the knockout blow, and I think the defense might have been the story here. LeVar Arrington, Shane Conlon, Jack Ham. There's another stud there at linebacker U. An SEC clash and an impressive showing.
Makes a grab for a big play. And he picks up a huge chunk of yards on that play before he's finally hauled down.
What a throw on first down, the first play of the drive. And I think sometimes quarterbacks are given an alert on a specific play. And what that means is maybe the ball was supposed to go to somebody else. But in pre-snap, if the quarterback sees a matchup he likes, he's
breaks into the open. Good run on the play, and he slides to avoid the hit. This offense has had trouble getting it in gear, but maybe a little life here on 1st and 10. To the air on first down. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Bringing it back. The 20. Past the 10. And it's going to be a pick 6. Touchdown, Tigers.
And they come up with a huge pick 6, and that is one of the reasons this defense has been so dominant all season long. They don't give up big plays, but they take the football away. And once they do, they've got better athletes than you do. They're hard to bring down. They can flip the game on a dime.
Getting set for the point after. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead.
31, Virginia Tech, 3.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Allen. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Looking to throw on first down. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
Back to pass on second down. Here's the heat. And he feels the heat coming in. It burns him up. Another sack. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. On third and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's fourth down. He's backed up. Touchdown, Clemson. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
The only thing better than a punt block is scoop and score for a touchdown. Great job on special teams. Tons of athletes out on the field, and they take it to the house.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And he tacks on the extra point. You don't see this all the time, but when you do, it is such a momentum swing to block, punt, scoop, and score for a touchdown. What a job by the special teams. On the run from inside his own 5. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Wants to go up top on first down. Pulls it in. It's Smothers. Knocked down at the 26 after ripping off 10 there. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. Oh, he was in the backfield immediately. A 3-yard loss. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. Second down, he'll throw it. Fires to the wideout. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Just gets rid of it before the heat.
Yeah, and unfortunately, this guy's been beat like a drum. He's been hit, sacked a bunch of times already, and another hit right here. I'm literally looking at my offensive line and be like, dude, I need some more time. You got to protect me better than this. Give me a chance to complete some passes.
He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. Looking to throw on first down. Makes the grab. It's Williams. Gets it to the 37. Clock stops to move the chains. From inside the 40 at the 37, it's first down. Oh, he's got a chance. Brought down at the 26-yard line after a pickup of 10 yards on the play, and it'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete. Backed up now. Here's second and long. Wants to go up top. Caught over the middle. It's Moore. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Shotgun snap on third down. Bought a little time. Lets it go. Picks up enough to give them first and 10 from the 13. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. And they'll send out the kicker to try a field goal. Splits the uprights. Good. Well, that's just piling on. not the penalty kind, just the mean kind.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Coverage team there to make the stop. They avoid disaster, and that's the end of the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Fellas, yeoman's work so far in Death Valley, and welcome into the halftime report. And how do we possibly begin without singing the praises of this receiver? His ability to find gaps, run textbook routes, and then show that breakaway speed. He simply is the total package. How this secondary responds, whether they try to double team him or get aggressive at the line, that'll be the story of this second half. Time to see how things play out the rest of the way as we send it back to our guys in Death Valley.
And the Hokies will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. Not sure they had to make many adjustments at halftime as they try to build on this lead here in the third. He'll start this drive firing. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
Well, that defender just was better in his one-on-one on the pass rush. He does a great job beating the offensive lineman to get to the QB.
The Tigers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Keeping it on the ground with the running back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Rush is on him. And the quarterback caught up 2 and sacked at the 12.
Well, this defense knew they had to get off to a fast start here in the second half. They're trailing by a bunch of points right now on the scoreboard. They needed to make something positive happen early, and on the very first drive, they get a sack on 3rd down, looking to get the ball back to their offense here.
Clemson will send the punt team out. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Gets the first one of the day off, and hoping he's not as busy as he was in that loss last week when he kicked it 4 times. And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Wants to throw on 1st down. Grabbed behind the line. It's Overton. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Well, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Tight end now in motion. Trying play action. Can't find the man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
And if this offense wants to get back in the football game, it starts up front. Like, they've got to do a better job of protecting their quarterback. A 3rd down and long situation coming up. They'll have another opportunity. They got to keep their quarterback upright.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. With the catch, it's Green. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. They kick it away on 4th down. Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. They'll start this drive going to the air, working that left side now. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Catch in the middle, it's Moore. Brought down at the 47, but not before he ripped off 15. Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. Makes the catch. It's Moore. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. Here comes Clemson with another first down. The give to the running back from the shotgun. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain. Picked up 2 yards on that last when they need 8 on second down. Looking to fire. Snagged out of the air. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. The Tigers come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. He boomed it through a 50-yard field goal, showing off that powerful leg. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They keep pushing that lead out, and the kickoff team's getting some work. On the move from inside his 5. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. And we're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. They went 3 and out last time. Now they'll look for some plays that work. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. On the move. Creates a little room. Stopped at the 24-yard line after the 10-yard gain. It's first down from back at their own 24-yard line. They're going to ride this running back. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. The Hokies now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. The play action fake. Unloads to the right. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. Caught behind the line. It's Overton. He's knocked down just short of the 30 at the 29-yard line. It brings up 4th down. And the Hokies will send out the punt unit. And don't forget, he did have one blocked earlier. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. You want to talk about having a weapon to bail out a drive? David, that's why kickers are so important after that long field goal.
And listen, important is a relative term. We need to make longer passes and get better gains so we don't have to kick long field goals, Palmer, again on offense.
And they've got the weapons to do that, David. They just got to be able to dial those plays up. Guys have to be able to make them one-on-one to make life easier on this kicker, who is so important to this team.
Now the play fake. Got rid of it just in time. Nothing doing downfield. He'll cut his losses and throw it away. It'll be 3rd down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Looking downfield, it's Denson. Got his man. On the move at the 30. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18.
Man, we knew coming into this game just how explosive this offense could be, and a big part of that is their ability to throw the football. They've scored a ton of points, and it's because they can generate plays like that. When this quarterback sees the one-on-one matchup he wants, he is not afraid to pull the trigger, and he hits a big throw there.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. They go to the ground. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He'll take a shot. And he will score. The question now, will it count as we check out the laundry on the field? So that penalty will wipe away some strong red zone execution and take the score off the board. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Oh, he's got some space. He can't find enough room. Stopped at the 17, and it brings up a 4th down. So here comes the field goal unit once again. They've already kicked 3 tonight. Absolutely perfect. And they just tack on a little more to this gargantuan lead.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
He'll keep it himself. Got enough for the first down and wants more. He'll be stopped at the 27, but picks up 10 on that one.
And that's good enough for a first down.
He'll pull it on the read. This defensive front just ran free in the backfield. He'll lose 3. The Hokies have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Back to pass. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. It'll be 3rd and long. They'll send the back in motion. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Quickly complete. They make the stop just across the 30 at the 31. It's 4th down. Punt is on its way. Fair catch is signaled and made, and they'll go to work from the 27-yard line. Let's see if they can put together a drive starting from their own 28. Grabbed in the middle. It's Moore. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. One big play, and now they've got it at the 42-yard line on 1st down. Makes the catch. It's Moore. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Off play action. Finds his tight end. There he goes. Lowers that shoulder, delivers the blow. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play.
It's amazing in college football, the tight end position and how much has changed. Back in the day, you're a blocking guy, maybe you catch a flat route. Today, these guys have athleticism, and you just saw it from that dude after the catch on that last one.
Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Short throw to the sideline is complete, and he's out of bounds after picking up a couple. So now it's 2nd and long.
Brings up 2nd down.
Finds his big tight end.
They say tight ends are a quarterback's best friend in the pass game because think about it. The tight end's the guy lined up closest to the quarterback, which means generally those are the easiest throws a quarterback has. You saw it on that play.
Grab near the marker. It's Moore. And they make the tackle, but it'll be enough for a 1st down, and we'll see if they get another playoff here in the 3rd. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the 4th. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. Looking to throw again. Back swinging for the goal line. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. Boy, do they need that score. Gave them a little cushion as they try to put a stop to this 2-game slide.
When you've got a losing skid, there's nothing like some good old home cooking. They came back home, and they have played an outstanding game. And let's give this crowd a helmet sticker. They've been so loud. You know they've impacted this game, and that's the beauty of college football, helping their team get back in the win column.
Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. There's a lot of pressure when you have that number 1 beside your name, and perhaps it was the pressure, perhaps it was just one of those days, but that rain is coming to an end. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Off the play fake. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
I know this defense came into this game hoping to get pressure on the quarterback, but I don't know in their wildest dreams if they ever thought it was going to look this good. I lost track at 5 sacks. They have been all over this quarterback today.
He stopped short, and it's fourth down. And the Hokies decide to punt it away. Now, don't forget, and I'm sure he hasn't, he had one blocked earlier. He'll return it from the 50. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. So, guys, we'll see this offense again. They'll leave it with him. Powers through the defender. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Win with the running game on first down, now back at it. To the air on 2nd down. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the tight end. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. And on 4th down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. From 55 yards out, and he's got it. Never a doubt.
This kicker is mentally tough, man. There are not a lot of guys that would have a kick blocked earlier in the game come out here and make that kick you just saw. That was awesome.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. And we're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. May not be the most memorable play of the day, but it's important as he gets them out to the 25-yard line. He leaves it with his back. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run. On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. Caught near the sticks. It's Spencer. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. To the air on 1st down.
This has been a frustrating day. I mean, they haven't moved the ball consistently, and now you get a play, but they haven't put 2 and 3 and 4 plays together, and that's why they're trailing in this football game. So maybe they can find some kind of a rhythm here late in the game and get something cooking.
They make the stop, not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Quick screen to the speedster out wide. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. The Hokies will line up to punt it away. And don't forget, he did have one blocked earlier. Fair catch called for and made around the 20-yard line. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. Man, how comforting is it to know that even if your offense stalls out a little, Jesse, that field goal kicker can knock it in from a long way out.
Well, he's one of the best in the country, Reese, no doubt. But this offense would like him and prefer for him to kick an extra point on this drive. And to do that, David, they've got to have more rhythm on offense.
Yeah, create some more rhythm, create some more explosive plays, and maybe some more balance. And listen, it's nice to have that weapon and kick long field goals. You kick too many field goals, you don't get very many W's.
Unloads to the wideout. Got his man downfield. To running room. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Clemson. As they push that lead out, a really good opportunity to get back in the win column. This dude is putting on up residence in the end zone by the air and by the ground, in keeping with what Clemson looks for in a quarterback.
Man, this is unbelievable. I mean, you've seen so many great guys run through, and Clemson majors in quarterbacks that can throw, can run, and really be dynamic, and this guy is having himself a day.
And the returner will be brought down. And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. A very disappointing performance for the #1 team in the country. There will be a new team atop the rankings when they come out next. How about that defense getting back there? He'll lose a couple. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. They'll give it to the back. Just a pickup of a couple out to the 15-yard line. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds his man. It's Overton. Excellent job working through the air there, finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down.
13. And that's a first down for the offense.
Use the play fake. Now to throw. Fires to the right. That's caught. It's Adams. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. And the Hokies are moving quickly down the field. Looking to throw on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Adams.
You got to like this defense, man. All game long, great job tackling the football. Like, you throw it on the perimeter, they're coming up. They're not giving the run after the catch to these receivers. A lot of times you see so much damage done after the catch. This defense has been dialed in, and the big play has been a non-issue.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Working the middle. He gets the job done on third down. They move the chains. It's at the 37. They'll move the tight end. Quarterback on the keeper. And they picked up 9 on first down. It'll bring up second and short. The give. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. The 2-minute timeout arrives, and we have certainly seen miracles in college football, and they will certainly need one here. They're going to go right back to him on first down. Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line. The Hokies can really attack on this second and short. Leaves it with the running back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Offense breaks the huddle, it's third down. Quick strike complete. That'll be enough to give them a first and goal from the 10. And the Hokies had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the... And he'll take it in for the touchdown. It won't have much impact on the outcome of the game, but it is a fabulous parting gift, a consolation prize, if you will.
And this has been a rough day for this offense, and finally, some good things to happen. Build some momentum maybe for the future. You know, that's the way the coaches spin it when you're getting beat up and you're getting destroyed. Like, listen, let's find something for the future. Let's keep fighting. Let's keep working. This team's done that, put some points on the board, so it's not all bad.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, wanted to get you a quick update on a game happening in the MAC. Northern Illinois is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the tide may be turning. These Huskies have picked themselves up before, and they're capable of it again today.
They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side.
It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Buffalo. The Maction never sleeps, and we'll circle back if anything big happens you should know about.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle. I guess they're just trying to build up the stats. Fires on the move. Makes a connection. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. Both of these teams are high-caliber squads, but it sort of felt as if these guys had something to prove today, and, man, did they go out and do it.
Man, they proved it, and they proved they were better. They thought they were better coming in. We were talking to them. They had a lot of confidence. They said, we're not ranked as high as we should be, and now they just showed the whole world. This squad is for real. We're going to be discussing them in the playoffs in the future, and they made a statement today, Palmer.
Yeah, that's the thing, David. To me, after watching that absolute